South Africa are firm favourites to win the first test after a magnificent batting performance from Bavuma and Tristan Stubbs on day 3 of the first test between South Africa and Sri Lanka. What an amazing performance from the boys today. It was dominant, it was ruthless, and I think we are in the perfect position to try and win this match. We have to say that. We have to put ourselves as favorites at this particular point. Now the match is not over. Sri Lanka still have 5 wickets in hand, but still at this point I'm sitting here very confident after this particular match. We're gonna have to hope that the weather holds out tomorrow though. So far so good with regards to the weather. Only the first day being affected by rain. So let's hope that day 4 is easy, but at least we know right now that there is enough wickets on the board. There's enough runs on the board, sorry, for us to maybe not worry too much about the rain affecting the match, because ultimately we have enough runs to be able to finish us off over 2 days. But there's also enough days for Sri Lanka to do something fantastic and amazing and maybe even get a historic victory over here. They've got two very, very talented batters at the crease. So we need to be very, very cautious and very wary of how we are going to approach this day. We're going to have to make sure that we take advantage of that overhead conditions in the morning session and all of those type of things. But before we get going with today's show, before we get started, please subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell for all future videos. Particularly, obviously, that is for if you are new to the channel, please do so. Also smash the like button, comment and share. Comment on this video after we ended the stream. It really helps the show out a lot. It really helps the channel out a lot to spread far and wide. So please go ahead and do so after the video has ended. I'd also like you guys to please subscribe to Cricket Fanatics magazine monthly. Every issue is 100% free, straight to your inbox every single month. The link is on the screen as well as in the description. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Cricket Fanatics magazine. This is your review show, your live cricket show. I'm your host, Khalid, and today we will be discussing the day 3 of the first test between South Africa and Sri Lanka. What a day of test cricket we witnessed today. I have to say I am beaming, particularly after this performance and the way we batted two players that I feel were the perfect ones to score runs, because ultimately we know that South Africa is sitting in a scenario where they get a hell of a lot of criticism for bullshit. And at the moment, I think that both players that were in the runs today needed it. We needed Tristan Stubbs to elevate his career, to show that he is not just a flash in the pan, that he's not just a 100 wonder. So it's very important for him to continue scoring runs and to prove that some doubters, because I've seen some doubters and I don't understand why. He's still early in his test career, but he's been absolutely phenomenal. And I have to say, congratulations to Tristan Stubbs. He hit 122 of 221 balls, 9 fours, 2 sixes. Brilliant performance. The way he approached his innings throughout the match was superb. And he read the conditions beautifully. He played the right strokes at the right time. He was absolutely fantastic, and I think he deserves all the credit for the way he performed. It was a brilliant performance from the guy, from the youngster. Absolutely phenomenal. But the person that I really want to highlight is the captain, Bavuma. Long injury layoff, A lot of criticism. People even speaking about, some people even saying that he should be dropped from the side. Craziness, in my opinion. But he proved all his doubters wrong. 70 in the first innings, 113 in the second innings, and particularly the technique that he showed, the soft hands that he played. I spoke about it yesterday. I said, you need to play the ball when the ball's moving around a bit. Kane Williamson proved this when we played New Zealand in New Zealand. Play with soft hands. Don't allow the ball to travel to the slips if you do nick it. That gives you allows you to be able to have some sort of room for error if you do nick it. So playing with soft hands is so important, and he showed that today. He was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, they took South Africa past 500. Well, at the point when Tristan Stubbs was dismissed, it was 338, 338 for four, and we were getting closer and closer to that 500 mark. We were still a way off. Temba got us over that line to 500, to a target of 500, or to a lead of 500 when he was, but he was dismissed 366 for five, and we declared with a lead of 516. That was the target for Sri Lanka, and it was exactly what we all wanted, guys. We all spoke about it. What was the target that we were facing yesterday? What did we want? Some of us said 350, 450. I was one of them. I said, if we can get 500, that would be absolutely phenomenal. And we actually did that, exactly that. We actually got way more than I would have wanted, actually, where I felt that we can definitely get a victory. And I think we've set it up right now for potential victory. We've got Sri Lanka 5 down for 103. They still need 413 to win. They do, though, however, have two very talented batters at the crease. They've got Dinesh Chandamal at the crease. He's on 29. He's batting really well. Looks quite settled at the moment. And Dhananjaya De Silva, the captain, who I know is one of my favorite Sri Lankan players, one of my favorite players. And he's actually a very dangerous player, particularly against South Africa. So we're going to have to be a little bit watchful of that and try to get wickets early tomorrow morning to put ourselves in the driving seat for victory, which is probably exactly what we're going to be having over here. I just want to highlight another thing. This was the first 100. Timba and Tristan scored the first hundreds in 6 years at Durban. That's insane. Their partnership of 249 is the joint second highest in South Africa for the fourth wicket. It's the joint highest at Durban. And I think it's the joint, and it's the joint highest at Durban as well. So quite phenomenal, actually, from a batting performance where we haven't seen 240 being put on by a partnership in a very, very long time for the fourth wicket. So having Stubbs here at 3 was a genius stroke. It was amazing. And it gives Temba the correct support in the middle order. And I think we are so strong now. We just now need Aiden and Tony to be more consistent together as a partnership. And South Africa will really be styling, because we've got David Bedingham coming in next with Calverena, and they're best buds as well. So we're starting to build a nice unit in this team with pairing of pairs, and we need to now get that top order sorted out. Anyway, back to the bowling again. Bowlers were phenomenal. Marco Jansen again, 2 for 22, brilliant. Kagiso Rabada, 2 for 34. Tony De Zorzi took a magnificent catch at the end there. And he was bloody brilliant in the field today with regards to that catch. And then Gerald Coetzee, a bit expensive, but it's 1 for 39. He took a wicket as well. So South Africa is sitting in a very, very strong position. And I'm hoping that we can take this over the line so that we can go into Gqeberha. I did that before the time. So that we can go into Gqeberha strong with a victory behind our belt and then go for the kill. That's what I'm hoping for. Let me get some live chats going and see what you guys have had to say. PBG3 says Marco 1 wicket away from a 10 wicket haul. Brendan saying Tristan Stubbs is a top talent. OMG. Credit to Coach Shukri for making a bold call and batting him up top. PBG3 says, Khalid, what is the weather forecast for tomorrow in Durban? I can give a quick look for you. Others have to type in Durban and then weather pops up automatically because they know. They know. So tomorrow, it seems like it's going to be sunny all around. It says precipitation is 0. So there doesn't seem to be any problems tomorrow. Saturday, though, nothing either. So we're looking like we're going to get 2 sunny days from a weather perspective. But you never know in Durban. It can come out of nowhere. PBG3 says Temba worked well on his defense. Glad to see him getting a run in this format. That suits him the most. Sarah says Shukri can be the white ball coach as well. Amit says Mulder's replacement is Matthew Brzezinski. Means they're thinking of a 7-4, or is there a chance of Mutasami coming in? There's still a chance of Mutasami coming in. I wanted to tell you guys, yes, that Matthew Brzezinski has been called up in place of Vian Mulder. He had a clean break in his finger, so he's going to be recovering from that. Safra says, what a innings by Stubbs and great return to form by Temba. Sarah says, Tristan Stubbs is the future. Agashen says, the test side is really starting to get stronger and stronger with each game. And that's what it is all about. That's why you trust players and you give them extended runs in the team. And you trust him. That's why you do that. Sarah says Mutasami will replace Mulder for sure. Sarfara says Sarath and Sarfara says, yo, you guys are giving me tongue twisters with your comments. Stubbs is having one hell of a year. Sarah says Red Bull team is heading in the right direction. Waka saying hello everybody. What's up, Wakas? Thank you for saying hi. Class innings from Temba and Tristan Stubbs. Safaraz says Jansen will be one dangerous bowler in the future if he brings more discipline into his bowling. Yes, and less no balls, please. Those no balls, like Amit says here, those no balls are hurting us. I just want to get some other comments over here at the bottom from guys that I haven't read out yet. Save SA players from the SA players from IPL. NY Times Square say, is there a chance of bad weather in Gqeberha? I don't know yet. I haven't looked at the weather report. I think it's a little bit too early to start looking at the weather report. Lodrick says, who is Tony's agent? The guy should get county gig in UK to improve and also earn money. Marvel Skywalker says, how could we save our players from T20 leagues? But if SA20 can start making way more money, and they will be able to dish out bigger contracts, perhaps we can, but we already shot ourselves in the foot with regards to that because the Indian owners are involved with the SA20. So the chances of us pulling out of the IPL is impossible. With regards to the other leagues, though, if we can start paying players more in the SA20, some players might say no, they don't want to go and play in other leagues at the moment. Like, I mean, Tristan Stubbs has prioritized playing for South Africa over going to some leagues. He said no to some leagues, so that's brilliant from him. Dex says Ryan in for second test. I think he would probably be the first person. If they're going to pick another batter or extra batter and not go with someone that has an extra bowling option, then they will probably go for Ryan over Senaran. But if they're looking for the extra bowling option, then they'll probably go for Senaran. Protest Ahmad says, can you please provide the Protest chances for the WTC final? I mean, how many matches they need to win and what results the other teams fighting for it should get? Well, we just need to win all our games and then we are in. So that's all you need to worry about. Bedingham says, NY Times Square says Bedingham, Markram, Stubbs, Slips, Marco, Kali. God bless everybody who edges. Avin says, hey bro, Khalid, Shukri is a magician. That's funny. Sarah says, Khalid, I think Bavuma should bat at 4 in ODIs too. Yeah, perhaps that could be an option. PBG3 says, I hope Marco worked on his overstepping no ball, no balls too. Safa says SA20 is already a success profit wise, but yes, it is. But they need to obviously be able to pay players way more, like IPL money, and that's crazy money. And I don't think we'll ever reach that. SA20 is the most successful after the IPL already. Bangladesh 2005 says Pali, head coach, Antini, bowling coach, KP, UK batting coach, John T, fielding coach. In my times cases, finally, after ages, SA batter scored 100 in every matches. We are so back. Hey, we're not back yet. We need to stay humble. Marvel Skywalker says, is there any chance of Champions Trophy happening in South Africa? There is a big chance of that happening. We're still awaiting the results regarding that. I also want to announce that there has been a new women's coach appointed, Titans head coach, or former now former Titans head coach, Mandla Mashingbi. He is now the Proteas women's coach, and I just want to let you guys know that before I end this video. Sam says today Bellingham made a statement to Rob to pick him in white ball squad. He has England mentality. I like that. What's your thoughts, Khalid? I think that he should be in contention for the ODI team definitely, and they should be starting. They should start to give him more opportunities. In my times cases, want that guy shouting F off after trailing, ta- ta- taking Stubbs' wicket in first inning. Yeah, Bangladesh who's replacing Mulder at the moment. Matthew Brzezinski has replaced him in the squad, but we don't know who's going to replace him in the 11. Sam says Shukri made this team into another level, exactly what Rob needs to do to try and bring players into the side and try to achieve. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I know it's a shorter one than usual, but there wasn't there were a lot to talk about. I think I covered everything. Tomorrow we'll maybe, if there's a victory, we might take it a little bit longer with regards to a show. Let's see what happens with regards to that. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to smash the like button, comment, and don't forget to subscribe as well. Click that notification bell for all future videos. Also, once I've ended the stream, please comment in the comment section below. Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think about the game, etc. And send some wishes maybe to some of the players and what you enjoyed the most about Tristan Stubbs and Temba Bavuma's innings. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace out.